Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Mbading Gambianulu, my dear brothers and sisters, with baby in life. Take some turn to continent Mala. Dole na to jam ko te bi dron pour na le kacha. There's some technical arrangement on the kicker. Alin so do madin dron. Sambe beparela, and then I will start the talk very soon, inshallah. Nga get from back at no, but I man can you note. things are too much. So at some point, not breaking the entire, you know. Seni nimbara, albe nimbara, you know, mil bebe ni live to be count, kaya albe nimbara, you know. Garrido. Cigarette. Cigarette. Paqueto. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Ndemo la time westla ba kembe beñi video ni jibe kan al badima alla broda YAHYA SONKO alla complete bi famo keta para ya manke ñinoti le be siare activities all be siare mel beta kan on the ground so wala tinna famata kanana jam live so al jol mbe beñi live jibe kan doron mel dun ta science sa faale ko ali kafunga ngale ñi video share nata jam bi purely na kachabe kala in manding kale so min mama de ka may al se yam fanye al se balal la fa malaf kachani me ay jampa so mbakala ni mande ka not in English so yeah as usual usually nimbe nyim pejo use kam nka use ni dalilo min wala to inform my dear brothers and sisters some of the issues that are going on in Germany. And like I said, I only come ninganata regarding the issues of Gambians, Gambian ola called Kenya Jang, and anata ola, you know, unka only video can ninganata information or there are issues million konyanda ke clarify. That is the time I deem it necessary. Purungana nimolu ye kasha ning bading Gambian ye kasha my brothers and sisters. Nganyo kalamutandi, nganyo londi, nganyo yeah, nganyo ya that. Mo kilimbuka belong. So as a keno, there are issues mil betaka my modul jakale or modul malanga betaka nyadi. So at some point they will like to know some of the issues. And thank you, Senija. My information Jamal like Ninikar Jamal sort of from my colleague, from my brothers and sisters. Will be German. And it's more of the same. There are a lot of Gambians, brothers and sisters, they are calling, sending me WhatsApp messages. I cannot even reply, to be honest. I cannot reply to all. You know, some are asking, some are sending me. In fact, almost all, 80 to 90% will be communicating these days are sending me the same letter. You know, but probably they think that it is new. So you know, and I'll na previous videos also some time ago. Na video kajane, you know, and I explained ko I'll give video in say, because this information will be important. Because Gambia Jamal level in letter you know, probably thousands of Gambians, you know, or hundreds of Gambians will receive this letter that we are about to discuss here today. And amanke letter to me it is a threatening letter. No, amanke letter to me is going to cost you something. No, it is more of information than, you know, it is more of information. Yeah, last time video do telling Gambian brothers and sisters go think of government in bad in good in back. You know, na region of dollar into bad in good in back. Change of government in you know, it means a lot. I kujamale samban, I kujamale falinta. You know, ninko falinta, manke ko luwa le falinta falon. Up to date, luwa ti game falinta. Up to date, there is no systematic change. Of course, system of falinta demanding, but I'm manke ko luwa le falinta. You know, so now video minken dollar 17 the learning live kind of module letter on receive can you waro more especially Gambian ili anu pe letter receive come, you know, o letter on ning lafa ka o molu kalamtandi wala what does that mean munebe keri muna na ka o letter receive na ali receive al nyanta ka muneke, you know, so basically mim fa mo morane fa ne ni karo soto, you know, you are welcome ise ni karo ni sa pe comment box or and inshallah the idea so I will definitely respond to you. In my idea probably I will let you know what you need to do in order to be informed about a belong. Inshallah. So yes, change of government in German and in Baden-Württemberg since May. You know, since May, Baden-Württemberg change of government and of course also in the entire German, last week, Germany election, okay, Germany election. So Mama Angela Merkel, na kind woman, kind leader, I know about a year, you know, a leadership change automatically. after serving for nearly 16 years, it's democracy. I mararo no nyawanyaranding, you know, I la doko no nyawanyaranding. I mako nyawanyaranding, I little mako nyawanyan. However, la policy soul better nyawanyaranding towards migrants, refugee, asylum issues, you know, that's democracy. That's the beauty of democracy. You know, alawato bantales will fire step down. So I tell of course, that doesn't mean see will not be participating in such some issues or whatsoever. I don't know for now. Nobody knows for that. I bring you know, a data up to now, any media briefing or whatsoever. But cool falinkan. Nga start from Baden Budinba. Nga fale nga kalamtan ko what sort of covering Baden Budinba. In fact, nga publication opinion, you know, in Gambian, some Gambian newspapers publish it. I think Standard publishes Standard newspaper published, the Foria published, you know, Point newspaper published, even The Voice, almost all the Gambian newspapers, you know, but sometimes more okay hakilo you know, information on it. Or change of government means sort of bad and putting bad, you know, this new if an andila own is way lenatana, you know, a cool me lafaka milk achieve, cool me lafaka minke. Political ball in the world, being Africa, being Germany, being the whole world. Politician, any group of politicians, they have their ambitions, they have their means, they have a manifestation, they have their political programs that a family implement needs, you know. So of need to finance that a kaje ko franca will follow up, you know. So not to do because 80 to 75% to 80% of Gambians are living in Tundol or Baden Württemberg. So wala nanga from Tundol. Baden Württemberg la kabringi a change of government sort of, you know, Muneketa was a politician or million for another in power. Ye kuja mal lefo, you know, ye kuja mal lesafe, you know, ye la poor safenyam ye koi ila taka minke. Ila policies and programs toward migration. Like it all, according to them, they want to focus more on migration policy. Me along quite a hard la at a duntang button in the bag. It all how best can they inform migrants and refugees about their rights to stay. I mean, a migrant will in the integration process. You know, we will we will get to all these things in the end of the video, before the end of the video. So yeah, they want to in a policy, you know, what they were talking about is it all after more of, you know, more inform, is you know, and there are a lot of Gambians past weeks. You know, past 2 weeks, can sign a million, a lot of Gambians, they receive letters. But it is not only for Gambians. Nali, I remember my last video about German issue, Kaleko, the Baden-Württemberg government are ready to write 10,000 letters to 10,000 migrants in Baden-Württemberg. Okay, so now information media if you know, like you know, they discussed about it before. Yeah, what to do and how to go about it. So a bender canal, and then later on suffer. Later on, me and Baki come migrants or refugee, so it is about ila agreement is or ila plan is to write to more than 10,000 10,000 people ila faola, you know. So 10,000 people, Gambia will follow. Of course, Nigeria will follow. You know, any of the young new migrant, you know. But a collateral katamu musif. No, not every individual, not every asylum seeker will receive this letter or are receiving this letter. Honey, no, it's not going like that. You know, category sort of more letter when you information it should not be a threat to any of you people. It is more of information to, in my understanding, and I spoke to legal people, you know, and I spoke to a lot of important stakeholders within Baden-Württemberg regarding this
letter. Motige meya tandinako. This letter that Gambians are receiving, or that migrants are. It is, mind you, it is not only for Gambia, but here Bedia can Gambian all. Ni letter only Gambian will be received, Jamal will be received, or migrant will be received. It is more of information. Ibal inform kan. Ni letter only read. Oh yeah, di mona me ya read means I read no. Ikaming emphasize the wala mido ike kala mutandile. Ko ila opportunity solely semil sotono jam. This is a new thing. Baden-Württemberg government, the inner ministry of Baden-Württemberg, that is the interior ministry of Baden-Württemberg, they were never doing this. In Mantaranjin Keka, no. Usually, all what they used to tell us, all what they used to put in our ears, all our things that we try, effort try. Effort try. What? Effort try. Sorry. Effort try. It's like to but it wouldn't back before, to come back to the point. But it wouldn't back before, a way of dealing with us is very, very strict. A way of dealing with us was very, very strange. A mantra, a book way to inform us. What they used to do is scrutinize, combatandi, kalua kolea, the million of a manjari kolea. So Baden-Württemberg will take especially the interior ministry, in Berlin and in Baden-Württemberg. So, but same thing, as we are speaking, we'll call Falintan. Okay, you see, Omar Kure got the letter. As we are speaking right now, things change. Why did that change come? What changed Minada is because of one thing. The asylum only in the case of asylum, the issue of asylum. About in Baden-Württemberg, the issue of asylum. About bondile from the Interior Ministry of Baden-Württemberg to the Justice Ministry. So Allah asylum bondi from Interior Ministry to the Justice Ministry in Baden-Württemberg. And like I said at the beginning of this talk, the Interior Ministry were very hard on us before, all migrants. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter where you're from. So the Interior Ministry of Baden-Württemberg, in those days, it all coming to us. What I mean, like bringing issues that they make everything so complicated that we as migrants, we as refugees, things that we have no chance, we have no, they even make you believe that God has a Gambian, any other chance for you. You cannot even, it's difficult to have a house building. It's difficult to have a Bishop Konduldu. It's difficult to have a Hatafal commission. It's difficult to, to even live with a Duldung here. That's the concept. That's the brainwash game that they were doing, those politicians at the time, Baden-Württemberg Interior Ministry, and even so far in Berlin. But the game changed now. This new ministry, Marling Asylum in Baden-Württemberg, the Justice Ministry of Baden-Württemberg, are not doing that. They are saying, look, these are migrants. It's important for us to inform them about their rights. So being the case, to inform them about their rights, this is how we are going to do it. So it's just a matter of change of procedure, but there is no change of law for now. Probably, we are expecting, probably, in near future, probably, hence there is a change of government. Hence, the Green Party in Baden-Württemberg, the Green Party have more powers. Now, we're thinking, things are going to change at some point. Okay? And look, it is process you better than a graduate. Okay, now they start before has a Gambian, even your land reserves, even in the house land or land reserve or any other institution or office that is at a as a Gambian, you will all agree with me because sometimes you found it very difficult to even access some basic information. Okay, because yung program yamin. But that will be failing. But this doesn't mean the letter will be in circulation. These letters that they are sending to people. I remind you again, it's not only for Gambians. Okay, but wouldn't that agreed to send 10,000 letters? Or 10,000 letters if I can migrants or refugees, it depends on what you mean. If I can wallet. Okay, so ekaki mostly fal miyembe na ofananton. So basically, a manya nakake moye threat. Let this not be a threat to any of us. Any of us. I cannot get threat to anybody. Alinyanta kamel long day, wala munyitiko. Alkaleka roaming receives side and Jamal Gambians, most of the Gambians or most of the migrants will really have receive that this particular letter I'm talking about. And already if some people tell me here for your receive, like Omar Ture just informed us here in the comment box for letter receive. It's the same thing. It can inform me that it's just an information. Go, you are entitled, or it's a best to apply no, or it's a best to do certain it's a hardship commission, commission. You know, it's a antraco kenole. You know, these are some of the things. Ausbildung duldo. So generally, my nunto manning chances all sort of nunto it Jamalu Balkono or Jamalu Benkono. Last time in the world, you go, here there is no possibility. Even deported name, chance or whatsoever. Since and it's the same thing, nothing changed. You know, when I mean nothing changed is, of course, deportation or war is continuous process. What will continue? Okay, but then the chances that we were having in 2019, 2018, 2019 today, this specialty condulum, since last year, people will apply Canada. Gambians are applying it. Gambians are a lot of Gambians are having specialty condulum. Okay. Hatafal Commission. There are a lot of Gambians, Milia Hatafal Commission. Okay. You know, and in fact, I can tell you, I know just last week, three Gambians last week, many I am kind of guiding and counseling them. 3 Gambians, many through Hatafal Commission, they are documented in German. Okay, so this process will work like. You just have to trust the system. You just have to have a kind of a trust. You just have to know what to do, and you just have to know in your own status what you need to do, what should help you. You know, but if we want to live our life in panic here in Germany, it will not work. It's not going to work. If you want to continue living in a panic, if you want to continue living debating, to continue living here to debate, stop those things now. You cannot live in this country for 4 years, for 5 years, some for 6 good years. Still, you are debating whether you will have a stay or not. For even in state in Bangkok for 3 years, my dear brothers and sisters, you should know what to do in this country now. After 3 years, after even 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and some of my brothers and sisters are living in this country for 6 years, but they are still battling. For be still, for be deported. Come on, you cannot blame the system for that. You cannot blame governments for that. Some point we have to take the responsibility as Gambians, as refugees, as migrants. For look, we have to put ourselves into accountability. banko killing, nimil tan haim killing, nimil bakaramo killing, yamuda soto yim bankoka, nimil move, nimil boy gawuli, what yamuda soto yim bankoka. Sometimes you have to put yourself in accountability as a refugee, as a migrant. We cannot just keep blaming, continue to blame and blame and blame. At some point, the blame game need to stop. It's a terminal living in Germany for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years. You cannot even produce a German certificate of asthma. Are you really serious for your own integration? Imagine Kataranian Bangkok for 6 good years. For 5 good years, you are just walking. Even though okay can wrong, the rest of your 5 years, even though do you really want to live in this country? Because the law of this country, the asylum law of this country says that Nila asylum or reject, Nila asylum or reject. You exhausted all the your legal chances to stay in this country usually. So Ning Ibn Bangkok for 5 years. Itala asylum or reject in 2017. 2016, 2017, 2018, you'll asylum or reject. But you are living in this country, enjoying that little money that you are earning from your boss, from your workplace. You forget to go into house building. You forget that now at this point in time, there are your fellow Gambians, they are benefiting from the Shafti Konduldo. They are your brothers and sisters, they are going through an house building system whereby when their asylums are completely rejected, they get into house building, through that house building. They are your brothers and sisters in this country which they are going in for Atafal Commission. But you sit there, continue blaming governments, politicians, continue blaming the system, continue blaming the Germans. It will not work for you. At some point, we have to take the responsibility. At some point, we have to understand that we come to a country that is not our country. At some point, we have to understand that none of us come here, no, then you could have left this country a long time ago. Either negative or positive, that leads you not to stay in your country. You are entrapped in your own country. You might face persecution in your own country. There are threats. Threats level in your own country. There are issues that are connected to you in your own country. All these things that I am saying, you request for asylum. This is asylum. Asylum. So it has a meaning. There is a definition to a reason of staying here. So somebody everything is okay for you. Everything is fine for you. No, not everything is fine for you. You cannot just come and sit down sit for asylum and think that you will be protected automatically. No. No. In fact, we got chances. Our senior brothers and sisters, they are living in Germany. Those who came here 10 years ago, 15 years ago. The chances that we got as Gambian, those people were receiving less than 30 euros per month as a pocket money. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, go and do a research about it. Go and read about asylum laws in those days. They are receiving less than 50 euros. You triple them. You today, they will give you a house. They will give you a house and again give you a social money of more than 300 euros. Our senior brothers and sisters before, they gave them they only provide them less than 50 euros. They're not even in those days. There was nothing like Altai house building, okay, that will guarantee you have a safety control to Hatafal Commission or blah blah blah. The list goes on. You get all those chances today. Grab those chances. Definitely go and grab those chances. This is what will help you. So to come back to my point, there is nothing changed for now. Things are still the same. 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020 to 2021. Okay, of course, system of the procedure, Jama Badin Football Falinda. Yeah, asylum or bondi, Minister of Interior Block, ya Sambatu, ya design asylum ko be Justice Ministry of Badin Football. My dear brothers and sisters, today we do a very honest conversation. There is nothing. Kuti jang mim palinda, kuti jang me yalongo, you know. In fact, I always said this. Hey, Gambian needs matter. You are all. I will still think General Basola was Sunyalajan. You are all boys of smartness. It take both moment nani kuma sidoro e pleno maina for Germany sa famous smart. You are all boys of smartness. Allah loves smartness use bang. And this system will defeat. Now the base matter. Ganyi di potesono mi kumbo. Ganyi ko mi be kumbo. Ikmota la le kunga. If I'm gonna bode from kunga, not Yaya, not anybody. Yes, it's possible. You can live in this country. Dok kaito table. Mo be live in pankol kanya for sangi tane dulu. Sangi tane dulu. Sangi buang kaito table. In enemy deport. There are ways and means, procedures that you need to follow. Look, more moranding be Gambian or Gambian beja. Let's change. Let's get into proper integration procedures. I said this and I will keep repeating it. Ani Angel Michael dingo la ka futwe. Nen dingo babu ning ata wala dingo ka futwe. O ebe Angel Michael la compagnie to go ko la jak. Okay? And he boss, and he tell him we boss la best at that working place. And he tell him munti alla ro kudula. That hence he man kaito so kasi in Bangkok. The self control do table. House building do table. You know, yela asylum mo be reject. Okay? Jamano ni parenta kela wodo post up. I mean the authorities, they can stop it. Ni la pa ke deport, he be deported. So what you need to know is in order to stop that deportation, there are laws. Many alonko that also where block like any German authorities will tell that they cannot do anything animal laughing. And that's not the case. Alter and grab the chance of the chef to do. Hundreds of you Gambians, thousands of you Gambians living in Germany, in Baden-Württemberg, thousands of you guys are having duldum for more than 3-4 years. And some of you, many of you are working with your duldums for years. And the criteria for Beshaftikon duldum is, the criteria for Beshaftikon duldum are, you have to survive duldum for 12 months. You have to identify yourself. I will come to identification later, but it's part of the criteria. You have to be in duldum. How many of you watching this video survive duldum for 12 months and you are working? And Mojama, a lot of few people. What is keeping you of not going for Beshaftikon duldum? Whereby the law clearly states that for having Beshaftikon duldum, you do be scheduled for drastic monarch. You are completely tolerated in this country for 30 good months. Hence, you have Beshaftikon duldum. 30 good months, that is 2 years, 6 months. Hello? Neman Kuke, if you don't do anything wrong, if you don't commit any serious crime, you are completely safe here. So, Munebe, what is keeping you all not to go for that? When we are saying go, we have more than 16,000 to 17,000 Gambians in Baden-Württemberg, for example. And I can clearly say this, confidently say this for out of that thousands of Gambians will be there. If you look at it properly, carefully, nearly 10,000 of them be do cool suffering. Or be do cool cake. and they begin to call for years now. So then they come 2022, deportation boy Kumas, you start crying, you start running, you even start thinking to leave your jobless. Why don't you grab the chance to get a check from them? Why not you try to grab the chance to get yourself house building next year, next September? Now is the right time. Ni mantra house building okay can to even start. Start looking for it in a very good time. If you start looking for house building now for next September, my brothers and sisters, anybody start the process now. If 100 people start looking out, 100 Gambians start looking for house building next September, you start looking, 100 of you start looking it now. I mean now. I mean just now. Before April, May, 80 of you, my God. What is keeping you? What is keeping you? Gambian take caring. Gambian take caring. There is no Gambian. Okay, I will say this. There is no Gambian. Me along quite house building okay German job. This past 2 years. I'll exam will pass. I'll exam will pass. Okay? And man crime commit. I'll exam will pass. What if your brothers got that chance? Why don't you go and grab that chance? Fine. Near Manta school, and it's like, no a chance go to grab Bishop to go do. Name Sate Dolphin support for you to do Atafal Commission Antra. What is keeping you? If you cannot do, if you don't know how all these things work, you cannot get to YAHYA. There are helpers everywhere in Baden-Württemberg. What is keeping you from reaching out to them? The Refugee Council of Baden-Württemberg, Flüchtlingsrat Baden-Württemberg is there. For all of you people, what is keeping you from contacting them? They are there Monday to Friday. What is keeping you from contacting them? To be documented, these are all things, easy things. It doesn't cost you nothing. All of you people, all of you got a mobile phone, smartphone, very smart phones for that matter. All of you got it. It just Google. They're in Facebook. They have a website. Their numbers are everywhere. Call them, they will guide and counsel you. Tell them your problem. They will guide and counsel you. What is keeping my fellow Gambian brothers and sisters? Why are we still crying if we get all these opportunities? Gambia is the only country. I am proudly saying this. Gambia is the only country in Baden-Württemberg whereby they have a German networking, email networking, that have more than 500 to 600 networkers. I mean, very powerful, dedicated networkers. They even call themselves Gambia Helpernet. They are fighting with politicians, fighting with governments for the rights of Gambia. That Gambia is the only country that have the privilege in Baden-Württemberg. And still we are crying that we are not helped. Shame on. There are chances for all of us to grab. Information is everywhere for Gambians to grab. Munatinal Mantarao advantage takang, my dear brothers and sisters. Why can't we stop complaining? Why can't we stop crying now? For years, are we going to continue crying? I, for one, I don't know others, but I, for one, my activism to fight, to help, to inform my fellow brothers and sisters is stopping December. I have to upgrade myself. I want to study. I want to study further. I want to go to higher level in the university arena here. I want to study law. I need to concentrate. Hatafal Commission, Willen Hardship Commission. Elsa Sane is asking, what is Hatafal Commission? Nimo Hardship Commission is a commission organized, it is a law, legal commission, whereby they try to help you, to support you, for this is a group of people, a committee it's kind of a cost, nobody can see they discuss. And the recommendation of the look, because of example, SSane, they look at your records and everything and come up with a recommendation, and usually the recommendations are working. Like I said last week, I know 3 governments, they got document. But it doesn't mean more on the database. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But these are all chances where you can grab. But ESA, to tell you Hatafal Commission in details, text me. Then I will tell you. Just send me a message in Messenger. Then I can send you more information about it later. Brothers and sisters, Gambians, we are lucky. We are very, very lucky. We are very, very lucky. Yes, we are very lucky in Germany. Papu Kamara, yes, you can have it. You can have it. I'm gonna say, I'm even going to say Flushing traveler number here, whereby you can Flushing Star, that is the Refugee Council of Baden-Württemberg, where any of you people can call. You cannot call them at night, of course, and not in the weekend, but Mondays to Fridays, from I think from morning to 12, something like this. If you call them, somebody will receive this call and they will tell them your problem and they will guide and counsel you, perfectly. They will never give you a fake information. And there are a lot of things, a lot of issues like this. The Gambia, the Gambia Health and Health is doing the same thing. There are individual helpers. There are WhatsApp groups like Smile Solidarity Network, whereby just send one. There are people there, they are ready to help you 24 hours. Smile Solidarity Network is a WhatsApp group. When you are in that WhatsApp group, people like Babel Thread, and so many of them, the Farah Pesharelas, the Ute, Ula, there are so many of them in that WhatsApp group. Just send a question there, ask them a question, and you will have all the answers that you need. Some will even guide you privately. Why don't you take all these opportunities, my dear brothers and sisters? What is keeping us? We all understand. Sorry, I just want to share something. I just want to share the number of the Refugee Council Baden-Württemberg. Okay, I'm coming to pin the number of the Refugee Council Baden-Württemberg. Anybody can call them, and they will help to guide and counsel you. It's free. Yeah, this number that I just pinned is the number of the Refugee Council Baden-Württemberg. It's just so you can even. Yes, Sajo Sanyang, you asked at the end of the perceptical. Yes, Sajo, this Sajo is asking a very important question, that at the end of your perceptical building, are you going to be documented? Yes. You all share this video, please. At the end of your perceptical building, you are going to be documented. But at the end of your perceptical building, you are. you are entitled, or you are allowed to request, you should request offenders status, okay? So if on a request, they're gonna give it to you. No, at the end of it, to request for it. At the end of the best control, you can, it's a request now. And the near request, they look at your record. Niman criminal activity sort of in your record, you will be given offense. You more likely if be offended delay. Why not? Let's all go and grab this. Let's go all go and just do this. Alaji Sawana, you called me several times. I refuse to take your call. I'm sorry if you called me several times. I don't know which number you call it. But just again, I'm sorry. I'm a human being, and I also have a lot of things to do. But then, anyway, that's your take. I did not refuse to take your call. Probably I did not get the chance to get back to you. But then, hence, I see your complaint, and I hope we are not fighting. Just send me hi again, and inshallah, I will do my best to get back to you. I hope woben na keloban kodi kana kam fay saban ko la kasiya bananga ku jamala so to demil ko no fangala isu so lu begele na family be jana na so no na company. I have my own company, I have my own business, I have to run, I have to in a lot of things. So sometimes, of course, if you call me and I'm in another meeting or in another issue, it's difficult to take your call, and I'm very, very sorry for that. Yeah, I'm sorry. But text me again, and inshallah, I will get back to you. And so I see that we are fighting. Yeah, so basically, this, my brothers and sisters, this is what is happening. Okay, so Benamin Kela is later receive come, or later on is normal, it's just information. They are informing you your rights, they are informing you some of the opportunities there for you here in Baden-Württemberg. Okay, and it's not only for Gambians. If you are also not a Gambian watching this, especially the whole but beschäftigung to do table, house building or so he later on Jamal Betaka wala. So he later on Jamal Betaka wala, yeah. So again, we will okay, Spongy Bob. Okay, and can our topical thing about passport issue. Can our topical to think. And if I am explaining this, I always want Gambians to listen to me carefully. Kela passport di. Ela passport. Ela passport kadi. It should be your own decision. Nyeng. Kila passport should be your own decision. To give your passport to the authorities here should be your own decision. Okay? But muna tinna kumayata. Mune nying. What is our advantage of nying? Alela mwenye hakilo Gambians, my dear brothers and sisters, I am not here to force anybody. It's my passport, you see. So just to make it clear, so so more people to understand. Passport issue here. Passport available. Or you merely request a passport someone. What I always say is, Mundali Latin, why are they asking you to bring your passport? It's always if a fellow Gambian called me, if a fellow Gambian asked me if I am counseling a fellow Gambian brother and sister regarding identification issue, regarding your passport issue, if I am asked ko ikongana passport sama na question is always is monati ne ko yela passport sama. That's always my number one question to you, because that's important. Okumaya battle. Why are you asked to bring your passport? Then your answer help us to go through how can I guide and counsel you. But in general, this is, it's not a fake passport. I just want you all to understand. It's not a fake passport, you know. You see, it's my own passport. I cannot just show you everything inside it. But then, just to let you know, I'm just trying to inform people. The general information about identification. Ngamira Kabrin 2019, Nina Memorial South well. Since 2019, Nina Memorial South well. Baden-Württemberg government, the Interior Ministry, listen to me. In 2017, 2018, 2019, Gambians are only asked to bring their birth certificates. They will, of course, tell you bring your passport. In 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018, to early 2019. It can mean for draw wala mean to go. Identify if you bring your if you bring your birth certificate, okay, satisfied in those days. Listen to my story. German is because they make follow-ups. They make follow-ups. A senior German official told me this, because we were at the beginning, it had Gambia, you know, in we were, some of us challenged them about the issue of passport, the passport also. A senior official told me this. Mr. Sonko, okay, now, in his office in Stuttgart, at ministry level here in Stuttgart. Mr. Sonko, okay, now. But look, Gambia dio Gambia dimbeja na hala fita ka futu alin lamay akonye Gambia dio Gambia dimbeja in Baden-Württemberg na hala fita ka futu purani jamano futu o nani jamano e dinga suko o ning ay house building bang e kay la say la passeport samba na kayto di moti economy ya na go buka passeport samba akonye, but yet still you guys are here telling us ko katandina ko, you know, Gambian will book a passport so to no Gambia. Okay? I'll come well. Gambia di o Gambia ding in before a passport okay by for a put on a passport or somebody. Janne ka passport okay by for a put on a passport or somebody. Iko Gambia di o Gambia di nin ayatara ko ala fita ka futu janne anen jamano o tubabo or any other European nationality. Yalo ika passports in order to process that marriage. Or yet being also with a German or any other European citizen. Often for father. Okay. What I need house pidin okay yaba. Ni bela kaito isula jama ka fele passport sama. So just to give examples. This street ning cool process all be. It can file a passport. And many Gambians getting also together. And many Gambians got married here. And many Gambians the house building all get. Here kind of only make a passport. But yet still Gambian will do kumbuka passport na bakoka. This nine is Cindy. You have agreement okay. Baden-Württemberg ko alengata Gambia. Ila inner ministry, it had a Gambia. Well, ila interior ministry, it had a Gambia. Okay, they met with Gambian authorities in 2019. Kabini mita, ila Baden-Württemberg question to Gambian authorities was not difficult. Is for alla Gambia dingon. They are what in a case ila argument was is o Gambia ding min nyanta ka passport so alla Gambia ding min fo la ka passport so e ma fo ale Gambia e ma fo na masakunda go falta la mo forcer no le passport de o falta pa almanya ka passport no mo fo e min tan de wala min ko ni Gambia de min sula ta passport la la banko Gambia ding asula ta passport fo la sula ta voluntarily fo la fa passport falta passport di no falta passport di Gambia government the Interior Ministry of the Gambia said yes. True, a passport di Gambia di o Gambia din citizen or citizen ala nyanto le ka passport so ning ala ka passport nga passport fulale be passport do Gambia government ni jamene passport fulale be gam passport do miya ko is biometric passport do wala mo nyinti nyin tol kanyi tol mi be tubab du mantar Gambia ka passport wala mo nyin passport do mal Gambia government be fala nyaade but German in Germany kayina for proxy pass. In Germany, can you have a proxy pass? This is proxy pass in Germany. Okay, so basically, nama sekunda ya kini lako yes, Gambia di o Gambia di ning alla fita passport la, beka passport di la. Gambia di o Gambia. Okay, so min man passport so, min ya lon ko ebe tubabu, man passport so albo kala nyade. Asa en ka passport di la. Bari imari pour ka passport la foye ba ware fala birth certificate sambana and one of their parents bring it here, you know, your passport request, common request. Okay, so on the whole Gambia thing will be bad in voting back if an answer passport so no ni sulata passport, of course yeah, the answer was yes. Gambia ma sekunda te mo process ka passport la but hence it is sulata passport. So just to bring the story short, to bring the Jamana Molu Murtana back to German. If I didn't do answer. In fact, when they went into deeply into this conversation, but don't be certain. Mean they kachara ye agreement or being they get regarding identification. Na publication or can you learn alcohol kilo. Gambia Health and publication or can you learn alcohol kilo. Okay. And the refugee council, they are holding, you know, even last week, workshop conduct online workshop, but it's very difficult for Gambians to go and attain those information workshop. So basically, Kabiri Murtana, German Baden-Württemberg government decided for Gambia the war Gambia the Bay Baden-Württemberg. Uriyedo Nibedo Kwa. Oila fa arbeit allowed nasto oibe ila fa ausbildung non oibe ausbildung non keka ila fa beschäftigt gon dungal nyilbe min kebe faytek for ye from identify with authentic Gambian document and they said gebos okunde that is the birth certificate is not enough to them now birth certificate the mama enough that's not enough for them they want to have some land reserves, what they do is a birth certificate on your phone, they make it accept it near summer, understand? But they give you time to bring your book, your passport. The big question is, should Gambians bring their passport? I think that's the question here. The question here is, for Gambian Oriental Kaila passport surrender or not? My answer is always is at data marila individual status level. Bari. Ka passport samana at data marila individual status level means ila situation of benyadi. Bari mamira ko itenyanga tara do kudula ye tara do kudula okay ye offer house building contract okay ye offer house building contract wala temma woti nya fon dan ko la passport sabat hey momo randing yalla ko yiba house building ko no jang ni pa ane passport kemele dinyela ni man fenke ane passport kemele dile ite sete ni man fenke Gambia din neneman soto yemen deport records in records. It's only one Gambian, Naminja, only one Gambian, Naminja. And Al Jamaba Jalale, because I'll video be YouTube and German TV data Gambia ya interview la fangala during the deportation process. Gambia ding clean me ya ko ya deport abe house building no out in fact ngamera school ya Chicago to ya send. But and no akama thing. But ndamari tofa bara jamase wo video jeno. But here this covering loyal and supporters, people like us now put in. We put more pressure to dip into it. I mean, sorry. I don't want to malaka kala at some point during Amarila stay, Lua some point at black card Lua Nea Bute Court Dolan. Ya wala tandem ko mutonyati otuta ala anin atelevo. But that's the only case. Isa for minna fanko. That's the only case. Isa for minna ko akabe house bindino ya deport. But anene man son na man bowl. Gambia din neta for lemba house bindino ke kan. Inata yenchika yensen. Depoti neta for it. Now in one individual case and we dip into that you mean tandina photo I cannot justify that. Hey, identification house building is the best integration method here in German, my dear brothers and sisters. House building is the best integration method here in German. And he told you people from Kaken. Independent house building okay can time 2017 to 2020. Nimil bebe class killing. Now then told foreigners about Ramal. One Turkish girl from Gambia and one Brazilian boy. So it depends on him as a house building, of course. So the house building is general here. And the law says that a 3+2 regulation is a law. It's a regulation here. The 3+2 regulation is a law. The 3+2 means 3 years of your house building and 2 years of your after your house building. You can track your kind of 2 years. So that's the 3+2 regulation. It's a law. House building on you are completely safe for that complete 3 years. Nearby example pass ila job ila boss contract for 2 years. It near bam fang ikata house like a behode be form fit. Nima understand your lawyer will do a process for you, or a helper will do. People like me, we don't need a helper, and you just go to house like a behode be form fit. Ya sign, yela signature like a ya burundika. It takes only days or weeks. What is keeping us? Pass again. Nana beshafti konduldul. In fact, Regular procedure Kalswa made it categorically clear to us. In fact, Gambian niye beshafti kon apply. Okay? Hence, since like you apply, if a process on you come, anybody body so not going stop. Ning I apply man cook, a man drop my rape cake. 8 cases. But near beshafti kon apply, bro. That process. There is no Gambian. Me along I a process on you gonna itara no more pay by the port. And we trust them because it's working. We see. So more random you have all the requirements. Passport forward. Bring your passport and go and have that beshafti konduldo. Neo beshafti konduldo so after 30 months. It's offental antrafo canon. Offental stiteno is antrafo canon. You have all rights, kak. So what a passport of manyan nakati na ye wo fanang loose. Melialo go house building no so no papa de house building no. You need a house building duldo because eboka house building do is a house building no sotole altrema house building duldum sa. It's a tarano house building no na house building duldum table. If kukilinam bari fatata. Eka house building is a because ila asylum process tara no on like 2017 Kabintaka house did not start in 2017. In 2017. Where the hospital do because man qualified to have hospital at that time. Do you know why? In 2017, because after an asylum man desired, it was a court. So it got house building duldu sotole ning ayatara is house building ning ibo sotola only ning ayatara you exhausted all your chances. You exhausted all your legal chances. If at a bump, you interview again, you reject. You appeal at court, court you reject. Sometimes even you go second times, you reject. So all may happen. So near chances will be exhaust. Legal chances will be exhaust. For time or like ni I house building work on. You exhausted all your chances. That is the right time for this. Sorry. House building to apply that part. House building to the chances will be asylum or rejector. The chances will be exhaust. If a house building that house building alone now also as a cano but that alone also did not guarantee you. Lua Manhattan. Now Lua go into house building because in the Emanke German, Emanke European, if a house building okay, honey, it will refugee. Ye that day and Dalilo, if a sukuro record, or sukuroni, when we tell Dalilo to Cataraja. Okay, during the Sukuroni, ye asked the Linosa. So Niwa Sukuro Banda, all we la best, ne Euro, what we la Euro Juat, Niwa Sukuro Banda. Lua ye being for one get into house building. Okay, so for your house building to do so. Near house building to do so, you are safe. And the house building to do not able. House building to do not able. You are completely safe. You are completely safe. Any plane came out Frankfurt Airport, Berlin Airport, Stuttgart Airport, house building to do a Bebulima Makul. You are not going anywhere. Mokan in anyone. What is keeping us now, my dear brothers and sisters? So, nying, buko, nying passport, nying, ni ko ya sambana, ma ko kidi tole ma yeda ya chika ya tuba, awo fon. Nko, the question is, munati ne ko ya sambana. This is how I always deal with my brothers and sisters. Why are you asked to bring your passport? Why? If you answer that question, they ask, some will tell me because I apply for Beschäftigung Bildung. If you apply for Beschäftigung Bildung and have all the criteria, my dear brother and sister, you apply for Beschäftigung Bildung, you have all the criteria. Passport, in my opinion, passport should not be just to bring your passport and have that Beschäftigung Bildung for 30 months. Which you will completely save Niman Peng if you do nothing. If you don't commit any crime. Bring in your passport. You are working in a job, working place. You bring all your documents. You bring everything. All your documents. You bring all your documents. You see, this is another passport. You everything, you bring all your documents. That's a sign for passport sambana. In a job place, your working place, they gave you that offer, your kaito dealer. Your working for contract or dealer. Yela other requirement or base to have that house building. But that's a just bring a passport. brothers and sisters. Woman nakela house building motinya. Please, me ya marla minno. Ning aya tara ila situation of bola nyam. Okay, ila passport di your house building on so. Because the house building also at the end of your house building, you will be documented if you pass your exam and you did not commit any crime here. They will not stop you. They cannot even stop you. So, brothers and sisters, identification purpose is this. There is nothing difficult. There is nothing strange. So, I am telling all my dear brothers and sisters, memorandum, near chance in this country to go in for house building. Please go and do house building. Please go and do house building. Yes, please go and do house building. So what are the memorandum chance to do house building here? Sorry, I'm replying to somebody, regarding this these things I am talking about, this identification issue. So there are a lot of people watching this video. I am begging all of you people to share this video so that our brothers and sisters will be informed. Kuman Falinja, nothing changed. All is still normal. Anytime Lual Falinja or Luakutol Nada or there are new regulations, if there are anytime, any moment, we will come and inform you guys. If we have all detail about it. We never go with rumors. Never. I, for one, will never go with rumors. And all of you people also watching right now, we have nearly 100 people watching. Please, there is a link that I am sharing right now. It is Raise the Gambia Helping Hand. It's an association that I am part of. They nominated them as the best African association in Germany. We are looking, it's just 30 seconds to vote for them. Jamajila, all right, no problem. Bro, so please, anybody watching right now, this link that I share, you can vote for Raise the Gambia Helping Hand. It's just 30 seconds. Open the link, you will see the name of the associations, and within the name, you will see Raise the Gambia Helping Hand within the list of the association, and you will choose Raise the Gambia Helping Hand and vote for the association. I just want to help them in campaign too. Hence, I am doing this live video. So please, you all watching right now, more than 80 people are watching. If all these 80 people can help us vote, this will be very, very helpful. I thank you all. So I continue. Okay, there is another question. What about the rumors of that new regulation that people working and without no criminal record won't be deported? Okay, YAHYA, I will come to you. Yes, the issue is like this. Those who are working here, there is a law, or there is no new regulation. Legal, there is no new regulation or new law that stated this. This is just an advice and general issue that everyone knows, or even the government is working with. But amanke luan ko ni be nyimbanko ka ibe do kwala ando imang luamo ko ibe nyimbanko kan ibe do kwala means wheresoever be daw darande ni ite deport honey. Okay, what is Ming Fota or Badin Budin back Ming Fintin, you know, or between the government, or that is Gambia government and Badin Budin back government. This last year, or let's say this year, 2020, 2021, deportation of Mbeka, according to Badin Budin back government, a mantara mo saying Beka, me ya lonko, a mari bedo kola, among criminal thing. Yola publish, yola indicate. Iko, eka mil be, ibe mil syndicat, wale multi-million ko imata kula. Wara kukete bulu, la nino yesu penyim banko, alama ale bekan ko, la keta mil fanam bulu, alam, we are very sorry for them. That is why, I think, in March, I think, yeah, March deportation of Minkata. We all had it ourselves. Some of the deportees themselves, mun at the airport, covering fat network bay interview. So Badin putting back also for a mil syndicat or a mil syndicate, wala multi-million ko lanino ketable in Bangkok for drug trafficking, for drug cooling bank, for Yamolen bank, for raping them bank, for Sunyarolen bank. But any big criminal case yakin in Bangkok, go get a millable, you go iba wala syndicate. But iba wala syndicate. So niba in Bangkok, Emma Makula, Ibera Dokula. Yes, in normal circumstances, it will get a button. Okay, but yet still, there is no legal or law or regulation that says, oh, you has that individual, you are safe from deportation. Okay, Yaya Daboko, sorry, brother. What about if you already have your house building? What you have to do to get a document? Okay, I understand your question. You are asking, what about if somebody do a house building? What do you need to do in order to get a document? Yaya Dabo is simple. Product is very simple. Near house building, okay? Ya bang, near bang, yella exam also for your forgiveness or that is your results. If you have your board results from the practicum and the theory side, near results, final results also, that indicates for you succeeded successfully. You just need that, and probably a job factor, the contract or dealer. If they issue a contract, new contract kaido, and new forgiveness. If I time if I outstand behind and offendal details apply, nobody will stop you. Nema kene file, ne lawyer debulu, a lawyer should do this for you. Ne lawyer table, nga flushing start, but putting back la number pinjam, use this number, call them, they will guide and counsel you what you need to do in order for you to get your document. You should have a document. Ning aya try namang problem ke o ala lanyi me ma nyi banko fa mi ala fa ye soron o ye problems. Yes. So what I will advise you is try to reach out to Flushing Start Baden-Württemberg, and they will guide and counsel you exactly what you need to do. It is for free. You are not going to pay them. You don't even need to go there. By call, they can counsel you what to do. This is how simply it is. Again, our brothers and sisters, those watching right now, I am sharing the link of our association, Raise the Gambia Helping Hand. Campaign. Please vote for our association, Raise the Gambia Helping Hand. We definitely we are participating in this, and we want every Gambian to vote for us. Is there any Dublin procedure in applying house? Okay, is there any Dublin procedure in applying house building? You mean, right? If I understand you, Papu Kamara. Dublin, you know, Dublin means example. Ibota Italy, they not in Bangkok. Ni Ibota Italy, they not in Bangkok. Ibo Gambiano di asylum de. I'm just trying to define Dublin. Ibo Gambiano, they not in Bangkok. Or even fly, but Italy like the first country of entry. According to asylum, according to EU laws, Dublin laws, idunta banko mi ka wo banko le muila countries of interest inyanda kasala mudu di wol because tubabu yeming ila argument is tubabu be tubabu so it need to Spain or it to Italy inyanda kasukro di wol because jama dol min bejam kanana Spain or Italy okay so need to dani Italy then idun tani Italy then for pileno le ma for balen for backwell ni dun tan ngel inyanta kasu andu ni adu ndige fana inyanta kasi gel to yela tenko bat yela results bat okay whether positive or negative so ni bata je e adu ndige fo ya so to fo ma so fo ya ba fo ma ba ibana je na na as soon as you bro la jar from you are on the double ala simple definition of it so means yes kuro ye asala mo dun di banku tuba du banku do day bana je tada ya du di banku do wala double a koto be mo so nim processo damma ni beñu kono ni beñu processo kono ni beñu double processo kono usually ni wo man clear out ila stage am fon wo fon katara fel golam wo fon ka paleal sa kantu ma ka house bi dino but double in fana normal circumstances aketa kari woro drone kari woro ni o kari woro survive no jama e may deport ni 6 months or double in e be double in kon ni 6 double in na procedure from being 6 months ni may deport no 6 months or jama you have a chance for yel asylum and traffic kaya so hence ila double in kay wo ba day be asylum and ibela asylum process ko na jam you are qualified sorry ni house building criteria so soto yala requirement or this soto you can go in for house building but ni double in mambang it will be very difficult more likely ko ni be double in ko ila double in mambang a procedure ni beta pour ya house building no dila ya chance dila na be soto la fana nene ma woje fala andu mamira o fon be keno Sadio Sanya, okay, how is the procedure of applying a fentanyl after completing your Besheftikon Duldu? Niela Besheftikon Duldu Munim 2 years, 6 months on you. You don't even need to wait. For 2 years, 6 months on you, baby. Need for better 2 years, 4 months or a program will start with your lawyer. Okay. And travel with J coming. So new and travel okay. A formal be la website or to the bank website, you know, and travel with J coming. So need lawyer table, a lawyer can do it for you. Then lawyer table again, I will refer you. Sadio Sanya. Now, office refugee council body in that is person body. Our office will be able to help you to guide you through this process. So don't get worried about this issue. Niye Besheftikon Duldu soto. We tara fa bandula. Then lawyer table. Get in touch with refugee council body in they will guide you the whole process that you need to do in order to get your offender or to apply offender. Okay, so it's not difficult. But then, as a layman, as somebody who did not know the laws and the regulations here, how things work here, I will advise you go, get in touch with our office. Number PIN already. They will be able to help you to tell you what you need to do. Okay, please. Again, last appeal. All of you people watching, please, raise the Gambia Helping Hand. You nominate as one of the best African associations. Please, please, all of you people, minimum vote. It's just 30 seconds to vote for us, our association. Hence I am doing here this information Facebook Live. I would like every Gambian to participate, to help us and join this. Okay? Yeah. Please, you please help us and vote. Yeah, it's very 30 seconds. Just open this link to the voting process. And when you are in this voting process, you will be able to vote for Raise the Gambia Helping Hand. Yeah, please, you all vote for us. And all of you people help me share this video so that our brothers and sisters will be informed about their rights to stay in Germany. Yeah. The moment the question also you can ask me before I go. I think I have 5 minutes before I go. You know, if you have any questions that you want to ask. More than the question also you can definitely ask me. And I will, if I don't have the answer, I will definitely refer you to a team or a legal person who will be able to help you to answer your question, please. Esa Sama says, hi, I am also in Dublin, but almost 3 years now, but they are still disturbing me. Okay, Esa Sama, I've been Dublin for 3 good years now. Wow, that is too long. Normal advice, I mean for Dublin procedure in carry war. You know, ning atampita wala, you know, then you need a legal support. You know, my advice is some of these issues. Sometimes probably we even have differences with our lawyers, or our lawyers are not very, very helpful at some point. That so is ESA. You know, what you need to do is ESA Sama. You know, try to call them, reach out to them. Okay, get back to me, send me a message in Messenger. You know, Messenger because I can't but get back, send me a voice message or a message. Try to call our office, Refugee Council Baden Württemberg, between Monday to Friday. You know, so Mandal, you know, there will be somebody. Our counseling team, one of them will counsel you, guide and counsel you how to go about this. If you need a legal support, if they can do it, they will always help you. Their doors are open to help anybody. Yes, Pa Bomba, thank you very much. I will do that, inshallah. I will do that. Yes, I think I even have to summarize now because I have only a few minutes to go. What I was trying to say here is this past 1 hour is like there are a lot of Gambians in Germany. They are receiving the in Baden-Württemberg rather. They are receiving letters. And when I start this video, some Gambians even said, yes, they wrote here that they definitely received these letters. And I know a lot of Gambians are receiving these letters. You know, Baden-Württemberg, few weeks or months ago, I came here and I said that Baden-Württemberg government promised, or they are programming to send 10,000 letters to 10,000 refugees or migrants in Baden-Württemberg. So they started that. 2 weeks to now, there are a lot of Gambians receiving this letter. And some people are worried, what is this letter about? What is this letter for? Am I going to be deported? Am I in any threat? I said, no. This letter is just an information letter, a sort of information. Here in Baden-Württemberg, there was a change of government. Okay, so the change of government, this new government, what here is something new happened in Baden-Württemberg. That is the asylum issue now is normal. Before, asylum issue is under the office of Ministry of Interior in Baden-Württemberg. That is Thomas Strobel's office. But now it is transferred. The issue of asylum is now under the Ministry of Justice in Baden-Württemberg. And the Ministry of Justice are not behaving like how the Ministry of Interior were all along behaving, like keeping information, making it so difficult and you know, making it so complicated. At least to my understanding and to our understanding, we the followers, we the activists, we the helpers, to our understanding, the ministry, this ministry responsible for asylum now, Ministry of Justice, what they are doing now is it's kind of helpful. It's better than the formal way. That is, they are informing you. This letter that Gambians are receiving is just a purpose. It's just an information purpose. Ibe kalam tan di minna wala mu nyindi ko ya right sotole ya chan sotole you know pour ko be chefti kon dul okay hata fal commission okay house be dul antrat dum to ni information si fale bu ka wol okay bu ka inform wala dol nga mello wala mu nyindi ko has a Gambian ni ma chance be nyam ni ma opportunity But there is always a way forward. There is always a way to defeat the system, you know. So so nata kawle summarize, you know, to summarize program you from beta wala. Okay, Gambenol mi letters receive and mo jamal na receive la in coming days or weeks. Near letter on support. Don't be panic. Don't, it means nothing. It's just information. Luam falim fanam. You know, just information ko new ministry will inform kan ila right so ila nyantro nyimpa ko. And identification issue for me, I spoke about passport issue, identification. Koni ko passport sambara. Ni name yende ka ona nimbe more cancel. All what I start with is mundalil Latin ko passport sambara. What is the reason why they ask you to bring your passport? Okay, so that if you can answer that question, then there is, you know, there is a way I can guide and counsel you through. Because naming tangible passport samana if I identify it has to intenya for coming from what is a nyanta katrema rela individual status level, you know, modo lube jelmi yalan ko definitely ka passport di jang it only helps them ame button defend, but of course modo lube jelmi yalan ko only passport di jaman nabi asake no yes asake no it's all possible bari ngamin tandi wala mnyindi ko as jama miya tine ka fo mole passport samara wala ausbildung ita ausbildung ko kala banko kan sai mo passport samara chef ti kon dul ami miliyan ko ila fakaftu wasifa la oti ibe din ku process ko so jama ka won kay jama fa to the requirement is for a passport samara ani be chef ti kon dul be chef ti kon dul apply ka for your passport samara is one of the requirements. So ka nyilu ngo to summarize kanyim near house building patra kosa yela krati ye fonko requirement on desoro fem monthly je drug ko ke fon identify with a passport woman nyanela house building ko tinyale please ni wo dron them imam problem ke banko ka ye house building patra ko soto ibe do ko la ela do ko dade house building patra ko dila ye offer house building patra ko ye requirement on desoro ye fon identify pour ye house building oge me near if I identify what dalilo come definitely German will need to deport because it's about what dalilo come again go be shafti kon duldu mo mo randi yanko be shafti kon duldu apply kam ya criteria sol be soro bari fami yesi da wala minti passport kele passport de ngo ye be shafti kon duldu ya criteria sol be soro requirement on be soro ni kamen auto passport fana manyan na katina ye fo be shafti kon duldu because special is for 30 months. Okay, guaranteed to stay in this country for 30 months. And after the 30 months, you a chance to apply for offensive status. You know, so mune batina ibe from stopla, ibe from valida opportunity. You know, so these are some of the things that I mean discuss. And I'm going to say it again. And now I'm just appealing to all of you people. Live today. Na association of Raise the Gambia Helping Hand, the association of Bokon, nominated as one of the best African associations in Germany. Please, baby in live today. I want you all to vote for Raise the Gambia Helping Hand. It's very simple. It's just 30 seconds. Open this link, available to the voting process straight away. So now is about and vote for the our association Raise the Gambia Helping Hand. So in short, this is our topic today. This is what we're talking about. So definitely, I'm always glad to come here, to come forward and talk to my dear brothers and sisters. So Allah barakabake al badima, Allah brother, Allah kukenyo, al kafinyo, Yahya Sonko. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Till next time again. Ciao, ciao.